We will need the phaser on for this one. Quick story first. When I was about 19, I moved from North Wales to Scotland, and I really didn't have very many or any friends, and occasionally I would go out on my own to see a live band. And one night, this is an era when there was lots and lots of bands playing all the time, rock bands. And one night, now it's a long time ago, so the caveat for everything is if my memory serves me well. Right? One night I saw this band and they were called Dead Fingers Talk, and they came from Hull, which is in the northeast, I think, of England. My geography's not great. And they were really good. The guitarist played a white SG. They had some connection with Mick Ronson, who you know from Ian Hunter and David Bowie, Spiders from Mars and stuff. All-time great guitar player. I'm sure they had some connection with Mick Ronson. I don't know if Mick Ronson had played in a version of Dead Fingers Talk or not. And they had this guitar player who was really, really good. And he played a white SG. It was a right-handed SG, but he was left-handed. And he played it like that. So he had the high E string at the top, much like Doyle Bramhall does today. Anyway, I was watching him. I didn't know any of the material. I think it was all original material. And near the end of the set, they played the song that I didn't know, but it went like... which is Rock and Roll by Lou Reed, which appears on Rock and Roll Animal. And in the middle of the song, the guitarist, everyone stopped playing, the guitarist played an unaccompanied guitar solo, which, you know, in that era would have been loads of flurries of notes, but instead, for the unaccompanied guitar solo, he played something like... No? I thought, man, that's really strange. And then a few months later, one of my friends let me hear Lou Reed's Rock and Roll Animal, which was a life-changing moment. And I realised, oh, there's that song. And at the end of Rock and Roll, the Velvet Underground song, Dick Wagner plays an unaccompanied solo. And, you know, there it was. I thought, that's where he got the solo from, right? Now, solo goes on for about 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes. And I really don't think there's any point in trying to go through every chuck and chick to do it, right? So, you know, it's a free-form, unaccompanied solo. So, but the bare bones of it are about as much as I can give you, right? So, the other thing is how much phasing do you have? Like, you know, I tend to have the maxim that, you know, if I have a phaser or a chorus, I don't want it barely on. I want it so you can hear it actually doing something, you know? So even if that results in, you know, people thinking, oh, turn that phaser down, you know? At the moment, I've got my MXR Phase 90 at straight up 12, like midday. If I turned it down, it'd be like... Yeah, it's alright. I like that better. I like that, you know. I like it better, right? If you turned it up a wee bit more, let's try it at 1 o'clock. Right, we might be going into too much here, but... Right, that might be overpowering for some people, so not me, but there you go. Let's put it back to midday, right? The band stop, this is on Rock and Roll Animal, the band stop and Dick Wagner starts playing. He then puts in a whole load of chuck. And he plays several variations on the line, which is this is like a C major and a B flat major, and he adds notes to it. So and obviously the phaser enhances, if you like, the and I don't know if you'd call that style, you know, funk or disco or whatever, and I'm by no means a funk disco guitarist, but you know, the concept is that there's the rhythmic that runs straight. So the C major chord has a note added and a gap. Chuck. This time you see I'm adding the F note. A little chromatic bit. And it goes on like that. There's one little kind of discordant bit I really like, where it goes. Now you could play that there, or you could go. Now, I can't show you every chuck and chick in that whole piece. I think it goes on about 3 or 4 minutes. So that's really to give anyone who wants to play that the bare bones of what it is. What the two chords are, the C and the B flat. How you come into them, G to A. The note you add, D. Down to the space. And then obviously if you add the phaser you get and a couple of the other embellishments, which are the high F note and that chromatic, and then that slightly discordant bit that comes off an F note, and that kind of takes it out of C major slightly. It kind of goes into that tonality. And at the end it's like Dick's going. As I say, I'm not a funk disco guitarist by any manner or means, but that's the position he played it in. And it's just a really unusual bit in that era when a standalone guitar solo, you know, if you think of Joe Walsh on James Gunn Live, or you think of Jimmy Page and Heartbreak, or you think of Danny Johnson, Rick Derringer and Beyond the Universe, everyone tended to stop playing and someone would play something just absolutely mesmerisingly you know, flashy, right? And instead the whole band stops playing and Dick Wagner played that fantastic disco bit. And then everybody stopped.